blush and my eyebrows. So I'm just going to move along to the actual eyes and the lips and everything. So I'm just going to do kind of like a half smoky eye, which is just going to be like a little bit of darkness on the outer edge. I'm not really going to do much with the inner corner or anything, just because I'm going to do a really dark, like plum color lip. So I don't want to overpower my eyes and kind of compete with that lip color. So I'm just going to start with this double-ended brush that I keep using. And I'm going to take my Naked palette and I'm just going to dip, actually, you know what, I'm going to start with this In the Buff color by Too Faced. And I'm going to apply that underneath my brow bone. I have already primed my lids before I started this video with I actually used the Too Faced Shadow Insurance this time, but you could use the Urban Decay Primer Potion if that's what you wanted to do. Alright, and then I'm going to go for, this is actually from the Naked palette, and this is Gunmetal, and it's just kind of like a dark bluey gray color, and I'm just going to kind of sweep that along the lash line pretty far up. And I'm going to start on the outer corner because where my brush touches down is where it's going to be the darkest, and I want that outer corner to be a lot darker than my inner corner. Then I'm going to take just this blending edge and I'm just going to kind of get rid of that harsh line. I'm going to take some of Naked, which is just basically my skin tone, and just kind of blend that Gunmetal out a little bit because I don't want it to be too harsh of a line. And then I'm going to grab Creep by Urban Decay also, and that is just kind of like a really fine-grained sparkle black. I'm going to apply that along my lower lash line, and then just on my outer V, just slightly on that upper lash line. And that is just to get a little bit of depth there. And that is literally all I'm going to do as far as eyeshadow goes. I don't want that to be too complicated because, again, I'm going to do a dark plum lip. So I don't want to have a whole lot to compete with elsewhere on the face. So I'm going to apply just a little bit of mascara. I'm not going to go crazy with mascara because I'm actually going to do false lashes, because I had talked about how much they open up your eyes to apply false lashes. So I thought I'd show you my sort of method of doing that. And I'm going to use, these are actually new ones that I haven't used before, but they are reusable. And these are the Katy Perry lashes from Eylure. And these are in Oh Honey, which is like not quite her most natural one, but they're not the most glam ones that they have from her line. Just because I don't like my lashes to be like crazy dramatic when I do false lashes, but I didn't want to do something, you know, too natural looking. And it comes with a sticker. Oh Honey sticker. And there are just some instructions in here, but I'm just going to show you how I normally do it. And it comes with this little guy of glue, which is Eylure Lash Fix Strip Lash Adhesive. And so just going to have that little applicator on the end there. I actually prefer, let me just grab, I had brought this one in because I didn't think that these lashes would come with the glue brand that I prefer. So I prefer the Lash Grip Eyelash Adhesive, and I prefer this one's the waterproof one, just because it's so much easier when you're not worried about sweating, you know, kind of removing your lashes. And I prefer this little applicator versus, you know, having this little stick thing here. So that's just kind of up to you. But these ones will come with, I think they're just Lash Grip brand lashes, and it'll just come in like a package like this versus this one. And this one will come in like the starter kit. Alright, so I'm going to take, this is the left one, and because these are new, I just want to make sure that they're not going to be like way too long for my eyelid. Okay, they're not. Alright. So you just take it, and I just kind of hold it by the lashes. And you're going to make sure they're on the correct eye, because they're going to be shorter towards the inner corner and longer towards the outer corner, so that you get the wide open at the edges kind of look. So I just kind of bubble this up. You see how it creates like a weird little bubble? And I just kind of drag that little bubble along the band of the lashes. And then I give it a few seconds to kind of hang out and get tacky. And that's just because if you try and apply it right now, it's going to slip and slide, and it's just going to be a mess to have to apply. And then I always try and keep a lash or a brush that has a little skinny tip on the handle, because that's what I use to kind of like push them down closer to my lash line if I need to. I know that sounds crazy, but you'll see better when I kind of apply. So then I just kind of stick this little guy on there and just kind of push down to get it stuck. And then if you can see, the front corner is kind of like lifting up, and that's where I use the brush to just kind of press it down against my lash line. If you're worried about being able to see the band on these, if you're worried about being able to see the band, you can apply like a liquid liner or something of that nature, and just do like a winged liner, and that will hide the band a little bit better. But usually I don't have a problem really with being able to see the band even if I don't apply eyeliner. Alright, so there's the fake lashes completely applied. Okay, so now we're going to go to the lipstick, and basically what I did, because I don't have a lip liner that is the color of this lipstick, I'm just taking some concealer and just kind of lining the edges of my lips with it. This won't make it last any longer, but it will keep the lipstick from bleeding, which is always good. I also prepped my lips with a little bit of lip balm so they would be moisturized and be able to grip better to the lipstick. This is a new lipstick, so if I make a shocked face, it's because I didn't really expect it to be that color. So I'll just kind of see if I can get all this plastic off. Alright, and this is the Revlon Super Lustrous Lipstick Cream in Black Cherry, which is number 477. And it just kind of looks, you know, super dark, plummy red. Alright, so let's see how it looks on. And looks exactly like I expected. A nice deep plummy red. This is very sort of in trend-wise right now. clearly a very nighttime look, but I really like it as far as, you know, the trendiness of it goes, and it's just very bold and very interesting, and I think it's a really nice statement makeup. So, there you go.